Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a little bit of a story time. I'm going to fill you in about some things that happened over the weekend. I'm going to try and put my other tripod together while we're doing it. I will try and move you maybe back a little bit just so you can see what I'm doing maybe, or lower the tripod. I'll see what I can do. But yeah, if that sounds interesting, stick around. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Just a warning, some of the story is a little bit sad. So if you are not into sad content, sad stories, you don't care about any like updates with me, you just, want to see like makeup and unboxings and stuff, that is totally fine. This is not the video for you. Skip this one, watch the next one, because I do have a stack of palettes that I still need to film things with, so there's more to come. So yeah, let's just try it kind of right there. I'll move my desktop tripod. I think that's a little better. There's gonna be like the makeup brushes. Maybe if I move them forward just a hair, then they're not quite as in frame, but then you can kind of see what I'm doing. My kids are sleeping. They're right above me, so I'm not talking too loud, so hopefully you can hear me. I had to repurchase this. I bought, this is a tripod where it's got the like arms and then the camera kind of sits facing down. I bought it specifically for doing swatching, portions, and then declutters, like especially eyeshadow palettes, because then, the camera is being held, you can't see me, you're just seeing the stuff. I don't know where I put it. I remember we found it in the bedroom when we were kind of cleaning stuff out in the process of moving all my stuff down here. And my husband was like, what is this? Because I bought the same one. And I was like, that's my other tripod. It needs to go downstairs. And I spent like 2 days trying to find it. I looked all down here. I looked in our room upstairs. I don't know where it went. So I ended up having to buy a new one. Thankfully, this isn't super expensive. I got this on Amazon. It's an adjustable phone tripod because I have a Pro like iPhone, so I film on my phone. So all of my tripods and my little mount are compatible with cell phones. So this is a tripod that's specifically designed for phones. It's hard to find stuff specifically for like things that will hold your phone, because obviously a phone is shaped differently than a digital camera. I do own a digital camera, but my phone takes better quality videos because I was going to switch and start using our camera. And unless I run into like a huge storage issue, I'm just gonna keep filming the way I've been filming. This was under 20, so again, I repurchased it. If I find the other one, I think I'll do a giveaway because somebody else, I already paid for it. I can't return it. So when I find it, I'll put it in with my giveaway stuff. And then if somebody's interested in a tripod like that, then they can win one. Are there instructions? Because sometimes there's not. It says there's like 4 steps. It looks relatively easy. My tabletop one that I use does have, I had the same one and mine finally broke. This one does have the ability to lean forward, but if the problem I run into is because it sits like this and the camera is now top heavy, it will fall over and there's no way to turn this part. So the last few times I've filmed like swatching stuff, I'm literally like holding the camera so that it doesn't tip over because I couldn't find my other tripod. So I finally broke down and just bought a new one because I spent 2 days looking all over. Okay, I'm filming this on October 9th. I do usually try and pre-film like 2 weeks worth. It just helps me stay on track. And then if I run into an issue where I'm behind with my filming schedule, my videos don't get behind. So sometimes I can get like 3 or 4 weeks worth of content filmed in advance, but I try and do at least 2 weeks. Worst case is a week because I have little kids. If you're not anywhere, my 2-year-old turned 2 on October 2nd, so she is officially 2. And then my 1-year-old actually turns 1 on the 11th, but we had their joint birthday party. How does this work? Am I turning this the wrong way? I'm probably turning this the wrong way. There we go. Okay, so this is the feet. We did their joint birthday party this past Saturday on the 7th, and I do have Kleenex here because I might need it. So we did their joint birthday party because they're a year and 9 days. So it was too close to do separate parties. And I think we'll probably do combined parties for them until they get bigger and complain. Let's see, which piece? And I think this will work with my clip because I ordered a separate clip. It's a little more heavy duty than the one that comes with this because the iPhones are larger than Android. So most of these phone, like this is a good example, most of these phone tripods, just FYI, if you are thinking about getting one for like TikTok or something, or you want to start doing YouTube, they come with clips like this, but a lot of these, like this one adjusts a fair amount. The newer Androids are probably closer in size, but a lot of the phones, like these kinds of clips, are too small. So I have one and I will try and find it and link it. It fits on like this tripod. It fits on my full-size tripod, like my stand-up one. It should fit on this because it's the same screws. So just know I had to get, my clip was the same price as my tabletop tripod. But again, I will link what I can down below if you're interested. So I will keep this just in case this is like will work, but I know I have run into issues, which is why I have that clip, because I had to buy one that was a little bit bigger. Let's see, what am I looking at? I feel like I am missing a piece. Maybe I was looking at the wrong, oh, I see. I was looking at the wrong end. Okay. I figured it out. This part goes down. I was thinking that was the top and it's not. So anyways, back to my story. We had a joint birthday party for the girls. It was in the evening on Saturday. Saturday morning. Because my grandmother, I think I've talked about this on my channel. If I haven't, I apologize, but we had to move my grandmother down here. Pretty sure I talked about this on my channel because I filmed a video. I tried to film up there. So I pick my grandmother up 4 days a week in the morning. She's over here for about 3 hours while my parents are both at work. She has dementia. My dad took vacation, I think, because he had to take vacation. Let me look at this really quick. Let's see. Okay. So this part goes up here. She's been sick. She's had a cold, and I think it was just a cold. My grandmother has problems with her heart. It was at 26%, so, you know, it was one of those things that doctors were like, we can't really do anything for her. Her heart is eventually going to stop working. Like she's taking all the medication she can take. She needed a pacemaker, but she could not be put under anesthesia because of being diabetic and her age and the problems with her heart. So, oh, this can be used either way. You can screw this in. Okay, I'm gonna try it this way because I think that'll work better. But so we knew that. My mom took her to urgent care in the morning just because she'd had a cold for about 5 days and my mom was worried about pneumonia. So they were urgent care. She called me before urgent care, said she was going to take her, said my grandma still wasn't feeling great, so my mom and my grandma were not going to come to the party. Told her that was totally fine because Amelia's birthday is on this coming Wednesday, so I said you guys can just come over on Wednesday. and celebrate with us, because that's what we did with Emma. Mike and I and Diana and Amelia celebrated Emma's actual birthday with just us. So I was like, you guys can come over, because we were planning on doing that anyway, having a little cake and a couple of gifts for the baby. And my mom called me after urgent care and told me everything was fine. She doesn't have pneumonia. They were going to give her some antibiotics just to make sure it's not like a sinus infection, but it looked like it was just a cold. And then my mom went home, and then my mom called me after she got home and was like, Grandma's eating her lunch. My mom was in the middle of making cookies. We had a dinosaur themed party, so my mom was making Brontosaurus sugar cookies, and she was like, I'm going to finish the batches, and then I'll come over for like an hour. The party was supposed to start at 4. This was at like 11:30. She's like, I'll come over around 1 after Grandma's done eating. I'll bring the cookies and I can see the kids for a little bit before the party, because she felt bad she couldn't come. My dad called me at 12:40 and told me she had passed away. Her heart just stopped beating. I don't think that it was like anything that urgent care did or anything they could have done, because they checked her blood pressure and all that, but her heart just stopped beating. She kind of felt it coming on. My dad was in the room with her. He called 911. My parents switched places. My mom was sitting with her at one point, and she just said she felt cold, like her lips turned blue. My mom said her tongue came out of her mouth. It's a little graphic, I apologize. And she was gone. Her heart just literally stopped beating, and they couldn't do anything. And my grandmother had a DNR. So once my mom was able to pull paperwork out, they stopped doing CPR, and she was just gone. And we still had the birthday party. My husband asked me if I wanted to cancel it, and I said no, because I was thinking, we invited people and they had all this food, which, that doesn't matter, but they have babies, like the 1 and the 2-year-old don't know what's going on. And I didn't want to disrupt things for them. And my 5-year-old knew that we were having a party. So I was like, no, everybody's planning on coming, let's just have it. So obviously my dad didn't come. So we still had the party. And then Sunday, I had to go over. The people at the mortuary were nice enough to open the office on Sunday, which was not an office hour day. He opened it up after church so that we could pick out the urn, because we're having her just cremated. I have my grandfather's ashes and my uncle's ashes. My uncle passed away last year, are at my mom's house, so my grandmother will go there, and then we'll have some sort of celebration of life in Montana in the summer, because all of her friends and everything are up there. But needless to say, we weren't prepared for it. I'm gonna reposition and bring you closer so that hopefully you can hear with the tripod. So I figured, I think this will be good. And then flip this thingy. I guess this bends. Okay, so that we're pointed straight down. Lovely. Try not to lose this again. So I'm gonna poke this over here. We were not prepared for it. Like I said, she had seen some doctors, and with the way her heart was operating, we knew at some point that her heart was just going to give out. So if I wanted to film this just as like an update, not to make anybody feel bad for me, but just if I seem a little off in the videos going up like the 3rd week in October, that'll be why, because the stuff for next week's already been pre-filmed. So I have some stuff to film either this week or this weekend for that 3rd week. This video obviously will go up before that. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. She was 86. She had her birthday September 29th, which we had at my house. The kids were there. Diana knows what happened to her 5-year-old. I told her that great grandma passed away. And she felt bad. But she said that she was glad that she got to see her for a few months because my kids, Diana hadn't really spent much time with her since she was 3. So she said she was glad that she got to see her for a little while before she died. So there shouldn't be a gap in filming, but if I seem off for a few videos after this one goes up, I just wanted there to be some sort of an explanation so that you guys aren't wondering what's going on. If you follow me on Instagram, which I will link my Instagram down below, I did post about it. And then I will have a link for her obituary if you all are curious about her life or what she looked like, or if you want to leave a nice note. There's a digital signing book. So I will have that on my Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will see that. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I am glad that I got a new one of these because this will be perfect. So I'll have to play with that, but that's exactly what I needed. And I think something like that is designed for like architects because they're with the drawing board, or cartoonists, but I'm using it for, like I said, declutters and palette swatching stuff, just because it'll make my life easier so that I'm not supporting the tripod, because that's what I've had to do because it's top heavy. So thank you guys so much. Super short video, but I figured I would come on and explain a little bit, and then we will get back to our regularly scheduled content after this video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful week, weekend, whatever the case may be. And hopefully I will see you in another video very, very soon.